the show. So, Mr. Ike, once again, thanks for coming to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so let's quickly go into what we have today. So now let's quickly talk about Lateef Jakonde, Alhaji Lateef Jakonde, the former late governor of Lagos State. Let's talk about that, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
In your own words, how can you express your view concerning Lateef Jakonde?
Thank you. Lateef Jakonde is a good man. When you look at when he ruled Lagos State during his time, all these things, all these roads, buildings, like when you go to Jakonde State, you see all those housing estates.
Yes.
Go to what they call it, Ebadia Estate, you see it. When you go to Gowan Estate, you see it. So many places in Lagos State. And that time there was no
yes.
They managed the resources. He worked because he bears his people in his mind that I'm coming to serve them, not to come to loot someone like nowadays politicians. So he's a good man.
So can we say he was the best governor of Lagos State?
The best governor since ever Lagos had ever had. The date. Well, I don't know about tomorrow. Till now,
because when we start looking at this housing estates, it gave people the privilege to be able to own houses. People that didn't really even have much to be able to own. I think that's a very, very good one.
Yes, for civil servants.
Yes,
all those low-cost houses.
Yes,
you can be able to be paying small from your salary. Today, many of them are house owners. Even when you get to those places, they are house owners along a Kwaja Road. You see those places.
Yes,
even at
Abeson,
you see it. Then you go to what they call Janiki side. You see all those things. People acquired some property. I have somebody that acquired it at that Bay State. A woman there. She's from Enugu State. Today, at least, is helping the woman as a widow.
Yes,
she acquired it there. Yeah. But all these our present governors, they are not doing all these things because they are not carrying people in mind to go and serve. They are there because of their own interest and their own pocket. So when you see Alhaji Lateef Jakonde, you know that he's the best governor. Not only in Lagos State. We have somebody like him in Imo State, Imo State then. Then let Sam Onna come back with. He ruled, he built that Imo State Concord Hotel, 5-star hotel, without no allocation from anywhere. He did it, Avoto Portrait, and many other things. Building housing estates like this one did. Those ones that ruled that time. But why can't these people this time around follow suit and rule? They don't want.
So, Alhaji Lateef Jakonde, may so rest in perfect peace. Amen. So let's talk about the Bielsa. Bielsa backs INEC in the registration of parties. And I know we have seen the story in the news today.
Yeah.
So we know there are some parties now that are just coming. They have what they call it criteria. They have requirements. So once they get the requirement, they just think, okay, they can open, they can start their own political party. And now, so the INEC have started registering them. So what's your view concerning it?
I think it's good to, we have about 91 political parties, and it's only few that are functioning.
Yes.
During the last general election, that 2019, is between PDP, All Ruling Progressive, APC, then ABGA, and so many of them, few of them that are functioning. Other ones are not functioning. So the development is a good development. It's a latest development. They should register some of them, or when they should merge many of them. At least if you can be able to, like in US now, it's only 2 political parties.
Yes.
They have that Democrat and
Republican.
Why can't you do like that and they practice the same system of government, presidential system of government? We can equally do that. But since they have...
it's a multi-party system.
Yeah. But since they have created up to 91, even when they are creating these things, people are still talking, say, why must you create more? So what they should do now, they should register some, pick some, and merge them to some, so that the thing will be balanced.
Okay, now let's talk about Gbenga Daniels, the former governor of Ogun State. Yeah, he has defected from APC to PDP. Now, what's your reaction concerning that?
Gbenga Daniel, you know that he was a governor of Ogun State for 8 years.
Yes.
Under the platform of People's Democratic Party.
Very true.
Then later he went to APC. Then 2019 again, he came back to the same PDP.
Like transfer markets.
He came back to the same PDP again. Now, when he came back to the same PDP, he was fortunate. I would say that he was fortunate to be the campaign manager of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of People's Democratic Party, PDP, 2019 presidential election. Then he came in. Somebody like Omisore from Osun State, former governor of Osun State, Omisore. The same thing happened. He came in and run back to APC. So now they have run back to PDP again. That is to tell
so
that.
Let me quickly say what I saw on the news. They said the People's Democratic Party in the Southwest had described the news of the defection of the former Deputy Governor of Osun State, Ayola Omisore, and former Governor of Ogun State, Otunba Gbenga Daniels, to the All Progressive Congress as funny and laughable. See, it's now a form of mockery now.
Mockery. Yes, because they are not steady. Today they will be in PDP. Tomorrow they will be in APC. They won't
like what we had in Edo State when Obaseki moved to PDP and Pastor Eziamo
moved to
APC.
Yes, like it's a similar thing. Obaseki won Eziamo under the platform of APC during his first term. Then Eziamo was in PDP. Now Eziamo moved to APC. Obaseki now moved to PDP and still won again for the second time. So what Gbenga, Daniel and the Omisore supposed to do, although they are alleging that there are internal crises in PDP, there are cracks, they said that the national chairman of the party, Prince Uche Secondus, should resign because his 4 years will be due by December this 2021. Then they will conduct a fresh congress as a party according to the party constitution. But they said that they won't wait till that time. And again, what Gbenga Daniel is now saying, he said that he cannot be afford to start as an opposition, that he should move to the moving train so that something can be entering their mouth, even that Omisore. So, but that is not enough reason. What of the fate of his followers? If he should call them maybe 2023, maybe peradventure I want to run for office of the presidency, what will be his
fate?
I
think is his main goal.
Yes. What will be his fate? All these supporters, will they follow him to the same place, or will they say no? You have been deceiving us for so long. We won't follow you again. That's the step they're supposed to do. If they should do like that to him, it will serve as a deterrent to other politicians. So that they will not know that from moving from A to B will not help them. Nobody will follow them. Like what happened in Edo State. When Oshomole was trying to play God, then Edo people now came up saying, no. Eziyamo won for his first term of Obaseki. But Oshomole rigged that election. Now, you knew that Obaseki has a problem in his certificate, credentials. But when they went to court to them, you said nothing. Now, you now came up again that the same man will not go. You said that
because of that same credentials.
Now, Edo people said no. Whether Obaseki has credentials or not, it was the choice of the masses. He must be there. That's why they came out in mass and voted for him. So, what should happen to these people from moving from here to here? That is to tell you that our political space is not
shambles. Now, let's talking about opposition party. The Ugandan military and police officers beat and seriously injured journalists. We have had what is happening in Uganda now. We have had the crisis about Bobby Wine election, So I think Bobby Wine went to gave the human rights officers from UN. He gave him his petition. So I think because of that, the Ugandan military and the police, they're beating people, they're beating journalists. I don't understand. Is he an African mentality, or will we say that we don't just want to evolve as a people? Why is it that we are always backwards when people are trying to go forward? This the current president of Uganda now is ruling for the 6th year running. And is it that they don't have the 8 year, the sixth term. That's 36 years.
Yes,
That,
1986.
for that, I mean,
Resumed
32
office,
years.
1986.
So let's now look at things. Is that we are not evolving as people, or this our black mentality of always craving for power is still dominant with us. Like what do you feel concerning this?
We are like we black people. We are power monger because we need power.
We need power
by force, so we can kill people to make sure we get to power
without even seeing the effect on citizens. Without seeing you can, because you have turned into a military regime. So whereby you start giving people, you'll be terrorizing people,
forcing them.
The government will be terrorizing the people. You know, we have seen a glimpse of that with the Lekki toll gate.
Yes.
You know, when they were talking about, I saw in the news, they were talking about giving amnesty to bandits. And you are saying we are giving amnesty to bandits that have killed people, a lot of people, and people at the toll gate going for a peaceful protest. People like that of Mr. Macaroni.
Yeah.
Yes, that was in the news, going viral.
Arrested.
Yes. And you arrested him, and based on what he even came out to say, he said they almost killed them. So I don't understand is that we are supporting, when you are giving amnesty to bandits and you think they will not come back again. They will come back.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. Let me just get your reactions concerning
like this Bobo man of 18 in Uganda. What I love the morale of the young man. That enough is enough for these things. You have assumed power since 1986.
In Senegal, to the same thing.
I'm coming to date. Now, when you check it, it's about 30-something years. Only you ruling a nation. Now, does it mean that there are no other people that are capable of ruling? Now, the young man now came. So, okay, let us liberate this country. I will run for the office of the presidency, which he ran, and he won the election.
Yes.
But this man, before the election, he used military and police beating him, beating the wife, beating all the supporters. Even the day of election, people are scared to go and
remove all the social media.
Yes. Why must we black people, any small thing, we not lay hand on media houses, all these journalists, beating them? What is the offense there?
Yeah, because that's the medium at which people can see, people can get something.
What is good? Look at the US election, all those places. You see media everywhere. They are free to interview. Even the president walked in there, interview them. But in Nigeria, for instance, such a thing, you see, when immediately this government assumed office, what they say, social media, that fake news, all these things. But they used to send medium to gain power 2015.
To propagate what they want to do.
What I'm trying to say that UN, the petition he wrote to UN, that they should investigate and intervene, not when people died. Like during the election in Nigeria, you see United Nations observers, they say this. You can't be doing all this without proactive steps. There must be step. Immediately somebody like this one did. What do people do? UN will wade into the matter immediately. Okay, since the thing is like this, two of you should stay clear from corridor power for now. They can appoint any other person than beating people, killing people, military, Nigerian military. I heard last time when the United Nations, UN, European Union cautioned them that you don't kill people to gain power.
Yes.
That all these people, if you finish them, which person are you going to rule?
Yes, definitely.
You are going to rule them. So since you have ruled for 30 years, let another person go and you live. Even some people fight to even to become a counselor all the days of their life. Nobody.
Yes.
But they are still there.
So moving on, let's talk about the persecution of criminals. It said governors have demand persecution of criminals irrespective of their ethnic and religious affiliation. I think they are making response to Buhari now because of this herdsmen, because of this Fulani relationship together. So they are saying that regardless of any ethnic or religious relation with anybody, that anybody that commits any crime should be punished and should be prosecuted. It's
a good suggestions from the governors forum because I heard that they will meet today. It's a very good development.
In fact, just today, Abuja stopped the the open grazing, the open grazing.
That's good. All these things we are saying, full and enhancement. If you, as you are doing your business here, you have a place for yourself for the business.
In fact, someone was even saying today, for me and my this thing is, yeah, me and my colleague, when we went out today, and he said, how will we be allowing cows to be walking all around Abuja? you know, things like that. They are very funny. Cows and cattle. We can't see that one in the US, and it's not as if these people they don't eat meat.
Yeah,
but there's a way they do it. They
Do
do the ranching, and it's going very well.
Very well.
So imagine in the States, and you start seeing people from outside will come, and you start seeing cows. They'll be moving from here. Yeah,
like last month at the airport road, Abuja there. You see cow block the road. Even you see some people that wanted to travel on a heavy traffic, like it's appalling. They will be looking at Nigeria and say, look at these people. At this 21st century, we are still backward. While others are trying to move forward. It's a good development. They should do it no matter your tribe, your religion. Immediately you commit any offense, you should be prosecuted accordingly. We have law. We don't follow laws here. That's why you see things are going off course in Nigeria. Well, because it's my party member. No, let's leave him. This one is it's not my party member. Let's prosecute him. It's not how things been done.
So, because of our time, let us quickly go through the wrap up of the show. Let's talk about this adoption now. This, like I went to interview people, and people have said this adoption scenario, or the news about adoption has gotten to the peak. It has gotten to its minimum. Just yesterday in Niger, the Kankara boys. School, so another 42 students were adopted by bandits. So what's your reaction concerning this?
You know that since Boko Haram, these people came, there have been insecurity in this nation, but it's now worsened more than before. The same place, this Kankara, I think they have adopted last year about 300 and something students. Later released them. The same school. Now, yesterday, the same bandit who adopted these people, they said they came with motorbike.
Imagine.
They killed 11 policemen at Yobe, from there to that Niger, Kankara, and adopted 42 students and their staff. So along the line, because of a stray bullet, a student lost his life, died. There is insecurity in this nation. Now, a senator, Sani by name, representing the senatorial district in Niger State yesterday, when you watch at the plenary, he said that President Muhammadu Buhari should declare insecurity, state of emergency. That people are no more free, even though the other two senators are more, they are three. They are not even happy. They said that this insecurity is too much in the north. They are feeling the heat on daily basis. But when they did all this say for 2014, before 2014, say Boko Haram, all this thing, they are happy then. They thought that all would be well with them. Now see what is the outcome of it. And they are not clamoring to give a bandit amnesty. Then if you should give a criminal amnesty, then you should gather the whole criminals in Nigeria and give them a amnesty. These people, they are killers. These Fulani henchmen, they are killers. When you see what Bauchi State Governor said, that those Fulani henchmen, they are using AK-47 to protect.
Where did they see the
to protect their lives, because they say their lives are being threatened by all these people, so they need to protect themselves. Now, Benue State Governor Samuel Utom replied to him. You said that since you said that a Fulani herdsman should go with AK-47, that you should legalize firearms to every Nigerian for defense, because you may go as someone may offend you or attack you. You can be able to protect yourself. Now they are raping women, killing everywhere rampart. Now you want federal government to give them amnesty and be giving them money every month. Why giving a criminal money? What of Evans, the renowned kidnapper, at that clique? They should bring him out now. Since they want to give them amnesty, they are all kidnappers now. And bandits, they should grant amnesty to every one of them. It's not good. One AK-47 is about 4.5 million. So where did the Fulani henchmen that always carry cow to the bush? When we are small,
maybe cow business is
when we are small, when we go to the farm, you will see them with their stick here. They will even beg you for water. people, all these old women and old men will give them their drink and they go. They are not violent. But now they have decided and turned to the other side of it. People should be cautioned. So people lambast that Bauchi state governor. Why must a governor open his mouth to say that AK-47 they are using it to protect themselves? That means they are Nigerian military.
Yes.
They are licensed to use gun. So all those things is not something we should be. The only thing is that there shall be no open grazing. If you want to graze, go and say, hey, look at Akwa Ibom state government. They have ranch.
Yes.
This current state governor, they went to Brazil, bought the first one about 2,000, bought the second one about 2,500 again. If you go, all those big ones, they sell up to 400,000-500,000 cow. They have a place, ranch. So you can equally have a ranch. You can secure 2 or 3 plots of land here and get some and do it by yourself. That's the thing. So it's not a problem of federal government. What the federal government should do, they should tackle this insecurity before this thing is out, because it's out of hand already.
It's even out of hand.
I'm telling you, it's out of hand. This thing can't stop again. Tomorrow you will hear another money that they used to release them. Why must we be spending this money? And is it last month we appointed service chiefs for them to take the amount of leadership of this thing, for them to fight and make sure this, all these things, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we have come to the end of the show. Thank you very much, Mr. Ike, for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
This is OPC TV SUNDOS Communication. My name is Alabi Kayode. I hope you enjoyed the program. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our videos. And don't worry, next week when we come back, we'll be giving you more of these exciting topics from every member of the OPC TV crew. We say bye-bye.